Danny, your tail is in the shot. Are you part of this moment? Hey! I'm early because if you're not early, you're late. Buddy, why don't you go find someone to torment downstairs? Hello, Internet! I am just making some stuff right now real quick before I start my craft. Am I actually live is my question. I think so. Oh, I see there are some people there. Hi! This is my first live on YouTube, so give me a second to figure out how it's all going. How's the sound? Can anyone hear me? Should I move the microphone a little bit closer? I have to be careful where I put it because Danny will jump up onto the table and just sing the song of her people right into it. Okay. Oh, no one's there. Everyone left. I'm sorry. That's what I figured. I'm just going to be here. Yeah, just going to be here crafting by myself for a little while. Right now I'm making this cardboard hardware for my dioramas on the wall. They hold the boxes to the wall. And I don't remember how I made them before, so I need to figure that out. And it's just some hot gluing because I didn't totally decide what I wanted to do today on this live. I had a plan. I thought I was going to be using this time to pattern a table runner because I am going to be guesting at some conventions this year. And I'm going to take advantage of having a table, which I've never done in the past. And I wanted to make something to go over the top of it. But it's not a very visual craft patterning. It does take a lot of time. And I've done a lot of piecework sewing in the past, which I really enjoy. But again, not very visual. But if no one's here, it kind of doesn't matter. I can just do what I want to do. I'm going to take this. Well, you know what? I'm going to mark my center first because I think that will be prudent for knowing where I want to put where I want to drill my holes in the future. It's 1.5, 3/8 and 3/8. Okay. This live stream is really just a test to see how the setup goes, what I need to change. I'm thinking about upgrading this camera because this is just my webcam. And I think I can use my actual camera, but I didn't want to experiment with it today. If this works, which I kind of hope it does, I will make an investment in my technology. Okie dokie. Oh, wow. I totally screwed that up. Hold on. Oh, no. I totally messed it up. But we're not even officially to the live stream. And I messed up. What did I do wrong? Oh, wait. No. What did I do wrong? I did what? Oh, these are not meant to be 2 inches. These pieces I've been cutting, I cut them in the wrong dimensions. That's okay. I can just cut them really quick down. I think. Yeah. I'll just make 1.5. Wow. Yeah, I don't think it matters. No one will see this part, but that's what I did wrong. I cut the pieces to the wrong spec. Sure that cut away from my body so that I don't take off a finger. Man, I don't know. In my head, that was so perfect, and I just got it so wrong. Story of my life, right there. Someone will pop in and then pop out. So I have started making these paper Sasquatch dioramas, super normal adult crafting stuff for my maker studio because I think it gives a lot of like personality. And also for my channel, for my videos, I've been using them as transitional like backgrounds, which is kind of fun. But then after I make them, I need a way to display them. And I just make them in like little foam core boxes like this. So they're super light. They're all made out of paper and painted with watercolors. It's like making props out of foam. It's just crazy, crazy light. But I need hardware to actually hold them up on the wall. And that's what I'm making right now is I have one and I need two of these. And I had some spare cardboard to use. So I am just really quickly assembling this. And I need to make sure that I get it mostly square-ish. It doesn't have to have like perfect right angles or anything. We are not worried about perfection in this. We just want to get it to be functional because no one is going to see this part. Did I just do that wrong again? No, I didn't. I did. We're good. However, I do want it to be cut so that it actually looks like I made these purposefully and thoughtfully. So we're just finishing that up really quick right now. I am. When I say we, I mean me by myself here on the internet. Maybe that will change. And I don't even use like any special kind of cardboard. When I buy cotton at the grocery store, not the grocery store, at like Walmart, there are like chipboard backings to it. And so I just save them and use that chipboard backing to make stuff like this. And that way I don't have to buy more. I can use what I already have. Right, Danny? Yeah. She's a part of this moment too, in case you were wondering. Is that right? Am I doing that right? Yeah. I don't know that I'm doing it right. I think it's good enough. Let's keep you down there. She is incorrigible. I will probably have to like take her down off of this workstation 5 or 6 times today because she loves being on camera. Like every time I start rolling, she comes running to have her cameo. And normally she sleeps just behind the camera in front of a window. That's how I try to like tempt her away. Is with the ideal, like the prime spot. She even sleeps on top of my Don't Tell Glowforge, on top of my laser cutter so that she knows she's dominant here. Danny, don't eat that. You've never eaten that ever before. She knows. Cats. They're amazing. Okay. I was trying to make this, another one of these. I made another one of these. And now I have some more stuff for my next diorama, which I will be making for my next build. I'm going to set that aside now that I've got that all done. And little scraps. Oh, I'm so tempted to keep them because could I make another one with this? No, I don't think so. I don't think I can. I think I can just toss them. Okay, so what are we working on today? Hot glue gun over here. I have 2 projects that I've been thinking about doing. One is for my upcoming convention table because I am going to be guesting at some conventions this summer, and I have a table to like fill with examples of my work and treats and all sorts of things to engage with people. And I was thinking about making a table runner, like a piecework fabric in my kind of like branding colors that would be decorative and pretty. And I need to pattern it because if I'm going to be baking out a piecework cotton, then I need to like figure out what those pieces look like, cut it out. And I've done stuff like that in the past. I wonder if it's out in the garage. When I made the Queenomorph, she has on her skirt these like piecework skirt pieces that to figure it out, I just like drew them to size and then drew them and then cut them apart and use that to pattern. And I love doing stuff like that because it's a little bit like engineering and a little bit seamstressy, but it's not a super visual process. And I haven't set up my overhead camera yet, which I will in the future. The other thing I was thinking about working on is a project that I have carried with me through 2 moves. Did you get a poof ball? She got a poof ball. Yeah. Just the gremlin. And that is for my Dark Fairy cosplay. She carries a lantern, and I cut out the pieces way, way back when that I still need to glue together and to assemble and then decorate. And that could be a really fun, something just went flying. That could be really fun to do too, because then it would be like off my floor and out of my like projects to be completed pile. I don't know though. I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to work on this because we can actually like see it, and the hot glue gun is always already up and going. And then I'll save the table runner for later. So I am a super hoarder, and when I cut stuff out, I keep all the scraps in case I want to use them to do something decorative. Now I have to figure out, because it's been about 3 years since I cut this out. It's been since I was living in Portland. That was 2 years ago. And I'm pretty sure. So these are the body pieces. There are 4 of them because it's a square lantern. And I love all the little swirlies in the pattern. I cut this out when I was first learning how to vectorize patterns and use my laser cutter and trying to dial in the settings for EVA foam. So I played around with it that way. And then I've got the roof. I think this is the top of it. Inside of it is space to either just like be hollow, or what I really like to do is take the lights that have like the flame effect, and I take them apart and sacrifice their inner LEDs and programming to make kind of like a flame effect inside. Because if you take all the stuff off, you can just run it on a 3-volt battery, and then you have this like really cool, easy effect. The last time I made this, though, I made the roof, the top of it, kind of looks like that. I made the top of it so it was detachable, so I could reach in from the top to attend to the electronics. It was a smart move, but the mistake there was that whenever I carried it around and I got like really aggressive with swinging it, the bottom would just pop off. And the roof didn't like fully encompass the top, so it was definitely floating on top of it. And I've been thinking about how to improve that design. And I think that comes with this bottom piece, maybe making it tiered detachable. Danny, you have not made noise all day. In fact, you have been hiding under a blanket for hours, and now you're out just being a loud monster. She's off to the side destroying stuff. I've got the 2 cats. I have Jans and I have Danny. Danny tends to sleep up here, and Jans is downstairs right now. But when he does come up here, he prefers to sleep in a box of fake flowers, of like silk flowers. So he has off camera, just beneath the camera, is a little storage box just full of silk flowers that he can climb into it. And Danny is currently taking every single one of them out because she is a monster. Let's start with the easy part. I remember when I designed these, I made them so that the corners are meant to be staggered. So this side is a little bit wider than this side, and that way I can put this together and they are equivalent that way. Is that the way to start? Man, this has been a while. Danny. Yeah. You're being a pill, Danny, but we love you. Oh, just a second. She lost her poof ball. Did you find it? Where'd it go? What'd you do with it? Where is it? Oh, there. You were sitting on it. Go get it. Yeah. Yeah. Danny's do what Danny's wants to do. Okay. I'm just going to start like hot glue. Yeah. This is a hot glue prop. The whole point is to be easy to assemble. And I immediately glued it to my cutting mat, which is fine. Just let it dry and then we'll pop it off. The body is meant to be really easy to assemble, and then I can get some like 2mm foam and use it decoratively along all the edges. So anywhere there's a seam, I'll hide it behind a decorative element. Oh, I got a new cutting mat, and I don't know that I like it. It's supposed to be like a self-healing one. I think, though, the messier your cutting mats get, the better they are at not sticking to the things that you work on. This brand new one is cleaner. Can you hear all that? Because she is just living her best life ever. Ever. Yeah. Only when we need to get things done and we're on camera. The rest of the time, she's snuggled up in a blanket, under a blanket, in a bed somewhere. Do I need to? Okay, got it. Click the button. Is my chat working? Hello to my one person out there. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. Is that Aaron? Are you Aaron? Are you my husband who's just... Shouldn't you be working? I don't know if the chat's working. It seems like my microphone might be working. I hope it is. I hope you can hear me. I guess I'd never know until afterwards, and I watch this. I turned the chat on, didn't I? Let's see what I can do while we're here. Yeah, I've got live chat. Okay. All right. It's all good. It's fun. No learning experience. I don't hate this camera. I don't love it, but we can deal with it while we save up for a better one. All right, put this one on. Yeah. Okay, 3 walls. See, easy to assemble. I was making this to learn how to use my Glowforge and how to vectorize software, but also because I was prepping for a workshop that I was going to host. And even though I knew this wasn't going to be like the size of the thing that I was going to be teaching to build in the workshop, I knew it was going to be similar in construction. And I ended up teaching a really cool workshop on making these little fairy lanterns. And instead of having like the big fire LEDs in them, we used just little candle LEDs. It's super fun. I taught it a couple of times. Twice at Emerald City, then once at Rose City, once at PAX. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I like doing stuff like that. I wonder if should I have put, I usually put like tissue paper inside of here just to hide the insides. I wonder if I should have done that first. I don't think so. I don't think I needed to. I think I can do it later on. Because I think I want to I have in the past destroyed the tissue paper, just torn it apart because I kind of like really am rough with the props that I make. And the more props I make, the more the less likely I am to make delicate props anymore. It's too hard to keep things undestroyed on a convention floor. It's like an impossible task, honestly. So I don't even try. Oh yeah, see, I had that measured the bottom to like fit to cap right on top of it, not to fit inside, but to cap it. And then I bet, see, I think this is what I should do. I think I should make the top of it solid state and the bottom detachable. And I could just put in, honestly, I could just put in a couple of little like corner pieces here and some magnets to make it something that could do that. Because an LED light and foam is not going to be, it's going to be really light. If I use neodymium magnets, they will hold it easily. I did that for when I made Splinter's cage in my Shredder cosplay. The bottom is detachable and it's just held on by magnets. And because Splinter weighs like nothing, it's that animatronic is made out of aluminum foil and toothpicks and popsicle sticks, and then a couple of servos. So it just like stays on there, and I can really easily take the cage off and access all the stuff that's really fickle. But then this, okay. Let me see. How did I do this before? I remember there's a trick to this. If I put masking tape on it and then I open it up and glue it, I can glue that seam into the right shape. Yeah. And does that solve the problem I had of the top being wibbly wobbly weird? I mean, if I glue it down, it solves that problem. I kind of want to line in here to give it just a little bit more stability, a little more structural stability. Did you wear yourself out? Yeah, let's grab, I'm going to go off camera for just a second, just around the corner to get some masking tape, because I think I'm going to need it. Oh, do I want to use this or do I want to use no, I want to use this. No, I want to use I don't know, which one do I want to use? I'm going to grab both of them. Oh, or do I want to use that? No, I don't want to use that. I finally worked through my really, really cheap masking tape, which is unfortunate because now I'm left with the good stuff, and that can get expensive. We're going to use the good stuff. We're going to use the Tamiya tape because it comes off so cleanly, and that's what I want. I want it to be able to remove really easily from this. Okay. All I'm doing right now is I am taping these seams together to temporarily hold them, and then I can mock up the shape and fill the seams with hot glue rather than try to like apply the hot glue and hold it together. I can fill it and let it set. And there's all my taped seams, and I just make that. And I can see, I mean, it's wibbly wobbly. It's not stable because it's just held together by tape, but yeah, that fits on there pretty good. You know, I'm going to put tape on this fourth one and really get it held together. And then I'll start to just like use glue like you would if you were welding. Let's see, get that last one on there. The tape isn't meant to be what holds it together. It's just meant to be on it. Like that. That's cute-ish. I mean, I want to put like 1,000 shingles on it. It needs some texture and it needs some identity, but structurally that's good. Yeah, I do think though, I want to put something in here just to give it a little more structural integrity. Let me grab my box of foam scraps and set them off to the side over here. I follow Evil Ted's rule of foam scraps. If they're bigger than your hand, the palm of your hand, I keep them unless they're strips, and then I keep those. And then at the end of the year, anything that I don't use, I just throw away. And clearly I haven't done that yet for this year, but I usually go through about once a year and just toss. Like if I haven't used it, I'm not gonna use it. But like this one would be perfect. There's also this super satisfying moment when you can build something entirely out of your scraps that just like, oh, I love that too. So sometimes I'll hold on to them longer than I should because of that. I have so I have a couple different types of foam in here. I recently tried out SKS Props' foam, Steven's foam, his high density EVA foam. I used it for this build, actually, for the Ripley build. That's in a video coming up. And I really liked it. It was exactly as described, high density. It worked really, really well. It carved really well. So now I have a lot of that, but I still also have a lot of my like other foam that I use. What's nice about just like normal craft foam is that it fits right into my laser cutter, and also the sheets are a little bit easier to manage, I think, than like the big sheets that you buy. Okay. Do I want to use, oh, see, I even laminated those together. I'm definitely not, this is not a contact cement day. We're inside. So everything we're doing is with hot glue. Do I want to use 6, 5, or 10 millimeter foam for this? I mean, the 10 millimeter is going to be the most stable, but these aren't straight. I mean, this is right. Like you can see that it's got tapers on it. So it's not straight right angles. And I think I know I do not have the precision cutting skill set to be able to cut something like that with a very, very thinly tapered ankle. So I think I can cheat the system if I use 6 millimeter foam. I think that's the way to go. And let's just sharpen that. Yeah, this is all I've got left on this utility blade. It is definitely at the end of its life. I think just a 3/4 inch strip is going to be more than enough. Like, I think that might be actually overkill. Perfect. Let's do another one. Hey, there's a second person who joined us. Thank you. There's another one right there, another strip. So let's see. Size-wise, where are we at? About 6 inches? Okay. If anyone would mind throwing into the chat just to let me know that it works, a hello or a like, hey, your sound is acceptable. I don't know any of those things from the other end, but I'd love a little bit of feedback so I can do better next time. This is just the first round. We are experimenting. See how it all works. Okay, I could use hot glue. I could also use super glue here, which might be a little bit easier. It's because of the nature of the beast on this one. wonder if bots can attend streams. Are you real out there? Are you real people? I had so one of the conventions, it's been announced, so I think I can share this. I'm going to be guesting at Cosmicon in Idaho this summer in July, amongst many other award-winning cosplayers in the Pacific Northwest. And when they reached out to me, so nice, so wonderful and professional in person, but they were so formal, and they DM'd me through Insta, and I thought they were fake. I thought they were the robots talking to me. So I was like, "Are you a bot? Why are you talking to me? What do you want?" And I was unconvinced that they were real humans until we actually like had a meet and chat. And it's so incredible and wonderful and nice to work with. I really hope this convention, it's the first one, the inaugural year. I hope it has a lot of success, because the people behind it have been really, really professional, and I appreciate that a lot. But I do wonder about behind the screen there. Like, how do I know? How do I know if you're real? I'm just gluing the ends in here first, and then I will figure out what I want to do about the middles, because foam is a flexible material and you don't have to glue it in order all the time. Maybe not best practice for everything you do, but sometimes you can get away with some really creative gluing strategies because of that. This is how I started cosplaying, was hot glue and foam. And everything I made was that was it. I just hot glued it and foamed it together. It wasn't until later that I was convinced to try using contact cement with foam, which I like. And now for certain parts of my builds, I will always use contact cement. Like if I'm building a breastplate that I know is going to have seams that need to be like seamless and unbreakable, I'll use contact cement. But if I can get away with just using hot glue for the rest of the time, I totally will. I've worked with some really lovely people who have had sponsorships with like Surebonder, and so they've shared some supplies. So I have a pretty huge supply of hot glue too, which I appreciate, because contact cement, as wonderful as it is, does slow down the process a little bit, and you can just make so quickly with hot glue and foam or paper. Oh, interesting. I'm getting some feedback. Are you? Hey, so you can hear me and you can see me, but you can't post on the stream unless you have a channel. I wonder if that's a setting that I have, or I wonder if that's a setting on YouTube. I'm going to poke around a little bit to find out. Thanks for doing that. I appreciate it. Oh, live chat. Anyone? Participants who can send messages. Me? Yeah, Danny can. She can send all the messages. Or premiere it. Oh, interesting. Okay. I think that was me. I think I was the one who screwed that up. Wait, no, did I? No. Anyone can participate and send a message. Save. It doesn't want to let me do that. Is it because I already did that? Huh. Interesting. This is not interesting for anyone who is watching this. I'm so sorry. I am figuring it out. Okay, comments and ratings. Comments are on. Anyone can comment. It's sorted by the top comment. Let's do the newest. Moderation is basic. Did that work? Can I post? I'm going to post a heart. Did I do it? I can post a comment. How interesting that no one else can. Is it still just you, Erin? It's just you out there. That's fine. I don't know. I bet there's a button I have to click somewhere that I haven't clicked yet, is my guess. Today's big hurdle was just doing the thing, like streaming and figuring out how to do that. You know, like I'd love to see who's out there. And I wonder if I can, I'm sure I can do it. I just don't know how yet. So I have a learning curve ahead of me. And that is okay. 4 3/8. Don't forget that. 4 3/8. Oops. I cut it and it moved. So now I'm going to cheat and use scissors because maybe that will fix the problem. It will not. Really wants me to. Yeah, I see all that. Great. How do I? Participants, just me. Live chat. I don't know. Public, people in blogs, playlists. Comments are on. What are my options? I can pause them. Anyone can comment. Sort by newest. I've got live chat. I've got live chat replay and summary and leaderboard. Yeah, I don't know. I will be reading about it. I'll be figuring it out off camera when this stream is over. Oops, I just got glue all over. I am not. I'm reminded of when I started teaching online. Oh, it might be settings where you're at. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know that the learning curve is real for technology. And I am very, very much trying not to hold myself to perfection, to do the first one, just to do it, because like that's the win, is just doing the thing, getting over the hurdle, the fear of actually pushing the button. And I know it's just going to get better every time I do it. I don't have a team of people. It's just me. So I've got to figure it out. And I will. Eventually. Or not. Maybe I'll just keep streaming like this and not ever have the comics on and just talk into the world. I didn't have enough of that foam, that specific piece of foam to do all of this. Here's another one. I think this will work. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work fine. What was that? 4 3/4? Was that our? Yeah. Except I'm going to do it. Be smarter and don't cut your finger off. Since no one's going to do this, I can do it in multiple cuts to get a straight line. All right. Did that fit? That did fit. Yay. So I posted my first video last week, and I have officially scheduled on my end the second video to go up next week on this YouTube channel. And it was really scary. It was really like terrifying because it's your work, it's your art, it's your project that you're putting out there. And I kind of thought, I guess I kind of expected that I would just eventually like get over it. Like when I started cosplaying, my very first cosplay, all the way through even the last one that I've worn at a convention, I get crazy nerves right before I go out onto the convention floor because like you're sharing your thing, right? It's not just in the privacy of your own home or your own head. And same with this. It's been exactly the same with the YouTube channel. I've been working on it, you know, in the privacy of my own home and my own head for a long time. And the stream too. And now it's for real. Ah, there's Mira. Hey. And it's really scary. It's like, you know, people can see your art and do your thing. I'm guessing, I'm also texting Aaron on the side because he's like, is this working? It's not working for me. Aaron, I'm guessing it's where you're at. I'm guessing it's your computer settings because I am getting some comments in, which is really nice. Thank you. What am I doing now? Okay, so I put this in. It's not perfect, but that doesn't matter. And I've got the top, the hat taped. So now I'm going to go through with it and I'm just going to like use up my hot glue. I really like cutting mats because they give you a really great reference for a perfect square. So like I'm going to take this, make sure the edges are squared, and then just go through and start at the top and kind of like I'm welding with hot glue. Just take it down the seam. And I'm not even going to go all the way down the seam. I'm just going to go like 3/4 of the way, 5/8 of the way. Because the intention here is just to get it sturdy. And then let it set. Oh, and like that one, like sometimes I push on it and the tape will pop. So I do it in stages. Spin it a little bit right here. Make sure I have my next glue stick ready to go. Make sure my blade is not out, which I tend to leave it out. It's no good. Danny is just staring at a wall now. She's just off in a corner, looking at a blank wall, like cats do. You wonder what they see. Okay, one more to go, and then we'll just let it cool and set before we finish it, which will give us some time to think about the next step. Think about that a lot, the next steps. Like next step for this after the stream will be to decorate it, to embellish it, and then to get the electronics ready for it, and then to prime it, and then to paint it. Maybe I'll just save that for all the streams because that's kind of a fun thing to do together. Okay, roof, you are setting. I do need to think about this. Like, where do I want? Do I want this whole frame to light up with firelight, or could I do just up here and above? I think I want to. I think I want to do on the bottom the same thing that I did with the top here, which is reinforce it. And the reason I'm saying that is because if I do that, if I make this edge a little bit thicker, like I plan it and I actually do a good job with it, I can also cut in some small like hole punches that I can fit some magnets into. And then on the counter part of it, on the actual like base part of it, I can embed those magnets because this is 5 or 6 millimeter foam in the neodymium magnets that I just have on hand are only like 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe even less. So I could fit those in there pretty easily. I could even, I could even put a like a chipboard on top of this, which I have on hand and up here, cut holes into that. And that way I have like a hard base. Maybe that's the way to go because this is like flexible. And I think I'm going to want something that's hard enough that I can detach it. There's some mechanics I need to think about here. Okay, the basic 3/4 weld is complete. Yeah, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? I remember watching Adam Savage's, one of his one-day build videos, the one where he made his Totoro costume and he made it out of rattan and fabric. And he did actually like succeed in making that in I think one weekend, not one day. But I remember he said at the very beginning of the video, like it really stuck with me, that even though he was going to try to accomplish it within a day, he had spent days and days thinking about how he was going to do it. And oops, shoot, I just popped that again. I might need to do the same. I might need to give myself some time to think about it before I just dive right in because mechanics can be tricky. And the goal is not just to have it for the sake of having it, but to have it to solve a problem that you have, like to have a solution in mind. And I am not the type that can just like figure it out off the cuff. So I usually have to like ruminate for a little while. Oh man, do not judge my hot glue welding effects. It's just about getting hot glue into there to hold it. It's not about being really clean. There are other places where I will spend a lot of time being really careful with my hot glue, but not here. Because no one's going to see it. I'm going to cover it up. It just needs to work. I mean, I don't want it to be like crazy, but for right now, I just need it to hold the thing in place. I kind of wish I had put a little bit of glue over the corners so that the corners stayed a little bit sharper, but I mean, with the dimensions of this and the like kind of artistic flair of it, it doesn't, I think it stays within the narrative if the roof edges flare a little bit too. Okay. Yeah, it looks good so far. Do I want to flip this over? Yeah, I do. And start to put in some bottom support pieces. I think I do. I think I want to do that because I think I think I can safely at least manage to like measure and cut the elements that go down here, and then I can figure out how it all goes together. And the general rule of thumb that I follow is I figure out my mechanics first, and then I embellish afterwards, unless I'm feeling really, really confident, and then I'll kind of do the two side by side. But in this case, I want to figure out the mechanics first. And I can use some of the leftover pieces that I had. Where did I get these from? I know they were in the bag, but what part did I cut them out of? I don't know. Are they meant to be something? Were they meant to go up here? No. Well, that's interesting. Oh, well. Wait, was it meant to be the bottom? Was it meant to be like the bigger bottom? No, because that's bigger. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay. Well, we're just going to go with it. That's just the chaos of building. Okay, so about 4.5 inches. I'm going to do the same thing, 4.5 by 3/4, a 3/4 inch strip. I need 2 of those, one for each side. Oops. Let's do this one, 3/4 inch. Okay. And the goal here is just to get, I don't want to glue these in. Oh, did I not? Oh, I didn't cut them to length yet, did I? What did I say it was? 4.5. Oh my goodness. 4.5. Okay. Put that down real firm. I'm going to do a 2-part cut so I can get it. I'm more worried about cutting it straight than I am about cutting it clean. 4.5. Square it up. Same thing. I'm going to do multiple cuts because I'm more worried about cutting it square than I am about cutting it clean. Okay. So those will fit in right here. And I'm not going to glue them in yet because I need to think about it. Oop. Fell right down in the bottom. I need to double check too that my, do I have a light on hand and just like the stuff that I keep in my stash, because I may need to order one or find one or source one. If I have a fire lantern LED light, I need to make sure that it will fit through here. That's something that I should make sure I figure out before I actually put things in permanently. Where are we at? About 2 7/8. Okay. Two 7/8. More worried about cutting it straight than cutting it clean. And I need to trim it to 3/4. You know what? I'm just going to keep it at, what is that, 1 inch? Yeah, it's fine. I don't think that is a problem. If it is, I can trim it down. I'll give it just a little bit more strength. And I bet you I don't need to use those. I don't need to cut a whole new, because those are kind of a nice size. I bet you I've got some kind of like little, is that 1 inch? It's 3/4. That would have been perfect. Dang it. It's fine. Look in the scraps. I could use some of Steven's foam, but now I want it all to be matchy-matchy. I'm getting weird about it. Is this the same thickness? Yeah, that would work. Okay. This is a weird one too, so I'll actually get to use it. So 1 inch. It doesn't really have a straight end. Is that it's kind of a weird bowing effect. Now let's clean up one edge and we'll use that to measure the rest of it. Okay, 2 7/8, right? Is it enough? Oh no, it's just a little too short. Oh shoot. Would this one work? No. All right, into the trash for you. What about you? You will work. This piece will work. Yeah. This scrap is gonna do it. I can feel it in my bones. This is the right one. It's the one we were looking for. Yeah. Square up this edge. And then 2 7/8. Perfect. It's like it was meant to be that way. More worried about the cut than the cleanliness. Okay. That was a journey. They do it like this because they keep falling out. Which is fine. It's fine. Not a problem. They shouldn't stay in if they're not glued in. All right. That cleans that up pretty good. Just imagine that other piece is there right here that fell out, but that will give us a good place to start for building a detachable base. Why does that one look so much thinner though, and that one looks so much thicker? What did I do now? What did I screw up? It's definitely a user error. Oh, it's like, do I care enough? I don't know. I don't know. I think I do. Oh, okay. It will bother me. Sharpen it. Just trim down like less than 1/8. It's just going to get weird unless my blade is real sharp. Oh! Well, that's the side that's going to get glued down. Getting real picky right now. Okay. 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 Don't look. It's probably bad practice. I'm just going to trim up what I didn't cut with a pair of scissors. Yeah. Now they are the same because that was important. Okay. Yeah, like that. I mean, I could glue those in. But before I do that, I think I'm going to just take out my super magnets. I have a whole case of them. If you are looking for a great magnet source, I source mine from KJ Magnetics. They're in the United States. And I've been really happy with everything that I get from them. Like, they have very, very specific size magnets, which occasionally I need very, very specific size magnets. So it has worked out really, really well for me. In this case, I have a whole bunch of these little ones. They're like 3/16 of an inch by 1/8 of an inch. Those could work. I could just like boop, 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 boop. I've got a ton of them that probably need to get used up. And they're strong, but they're not too strong. Because sometimes if you use a magnet that's too strong, you'll like warp the thing that you're trying to, as you try to attach and detach it. I also have these smaller ones that are 3/16 by like a 16th of an inch. Those would work. Will they be strong enough? I mean, I don't think one alone would be, but I think maybe if I had like 16 of them, that would be strong enough. How many do I have? I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I could do 3 on each side. I think I want to do one in each corner and one in each middle. So that's 8. So I'm going to need 16 magnets total. I have these that are a little bit bigger. They're a full quarter of an inch by a 16th of an inch, and they're pretty strong. Actually, I think those are, despite being as small as they are, too strong. I think this is the way to go. I have to go with the original magnets. I just have so many of them. 1 or 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I don't just like carte blanche buy magnets. These have all been purchased for specific projects, and then some of them get used, some of them don't get used. I always get extra too. I generally buy my supplies with the 3x or the 2x rule, so I'm prepared for when I make a grievous mistake, which happens often. Okay. How are we doing? We've got a roof, top that looks really good. I will put a handle on it, and I think I have exactly what I need here. I just use a dowel that I'll round like that. That one might be too skinny though. I think this is a 3/8 inch dowel. I think a 1/2 inch dowel will probably work better. What is this? Is this 1/2 inch? That is 1/2 inch. It's a little chunky, isn't it? Is that too chunky? Are we sure this is a 1/2 inch? It is a 1/2 inch dowel. Are we sure this is a 3/8? It is. Oh, I'm not going to be this crazy. I'm not going to be this specific for this particular prop, but there's a part of me that wants a 7/16 inch dowel. But that's too much. It's too much. It's asking for too much. Is that a 1/2 inch? That's a 1/2 inch. That's also too small. I could also cut it. Like I could cut a circle out or something, or a square. I don't have to. I just like this because it's a really easy solution, and these are pretty hardy. They've got some strength to them. I could even, let me see. And I have more of these. I keep all my like whole pieces out in the garage, out with the rest of my foam stock. But it might be worth my time and energy to take half dowels and put a wire through them, and then just to give it a little bit of like sturdiness. The question is, do I need it? Do I need a wire in there? I've got this half one that I clearly cut. I probably won't use it for anything else. I wonder if I could just put like a wire in there and then put a flat piece. That's kind of an interesting idea on it. That's not one of those though. Like a 5mm piece. Do I have any just 5mm strips just floating around in here? Maybe down at the bottom. Yeah, like that. That might be something. That might be something to think about. Or I could do something different, like entirely different. I don't know. So many options. We are officially at 2:00, and I have made quite a bit of progress on this, which I'm super excited about. It is not done, but I think maybe I will save the rest of this work for the next stream. So if you are hanging out, thank you for helping me with this and for being a part of me figuring out how to live stream. there will be another video on my channel posted next Monday. It's the second part of the season, episode 2. And I think, and then after that, I'll do another stream and we'll just keep making progress on this. So with that, thank you for posting in the comments, Mira, so that I know that it's working. I really appreciate it. And Erin, thanks for texting me to make sure that it was working in general. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.